Welcome to another tutorial. My name is Lineke Lijn and let's get started. This is the fourth study that I've done, and as you can see I did a pre-study with black and white and also in color. And what you can see is that it's a filly, a little baby zebra with big ears and all. And what you can consider is drawing on colored paper, brownish or grayish, because you want to put in some white as the drawing continues. As I start out, I start with the form of the head, the side of it, and the tip of the nose. It is a very easy line to follow. This is the mouth line, and here comes the chin. Then we head up to the cheek. And what I also place in already is the lower neck. And this is the tip of the shoulder. From the jawline, you can head up to the ear. And as I was saying, the ears are quite big. Not only because it's a baby horse, if you like, but zebras rather have large ears, and they have a lot of hairs in them. From behind the ears, you can draw in the neckline, and what I also place in already are the mane. The mane are straight up. When you have those lines, you can also put in the eye. My cat is biting my... Oh no, he's biting my pencil now. Go away. Okay. And also I place in the little hairs of the eye. And here I put in the nostril. Go away. My cat is really drawing some attention to him. But anyway, here I start with the stripes. And as you can see, they all point down and they join together to the tip of the nose. I place them in kind of rough, for this is only the setup, so I'm trying to get the feel. Oh, go away. I'm trying to get the feel of the way that the stripes are going. Let's zoom in a little bit and take a look at all the stripes. As you can see, the stripes move as the way that the body is built up. So none of the stripes are straight, but they go with the flow of the way that the body is built. Here you can see the stripes coming from the top of the neck and then going down. And they actually go around the corner. So they go from thick to thin and then thick again. It is like when you are drawing a hand with all the stripes over them. And what is also very nice to know, and I've studied a lot of pictures on Google Images and all, that every zebra has its own stripes. Those stripes also head into the mane. It's very nice because every zebra has its own pattern of stripes. So it doesn't need to be really specific how you place them. You can easily place them as you want. Here I place in the black of the eye and then the stripes around the eye. On the side of the face, the stripes are a little bit broader, a little bit thicker. Oh, and by the way, for this setup, I'm using it's kind of like a pastel pencil. So there's no grease in it. And I also use it because there's not a lot shine when I'm filming this. But you can make the setup, of course, also with a simple graphite pencil. That's no problem at all. For the inside of the ear, there are black hairs. So I also place these in. The tip of the mane is rather dark, and they seem to head out from the stripes of the forehead. Also place in some wrinkles for the tip of the nose. And here a little bit of shadow just underneath the nostril and the chin. The eyes are rather big because it's a young zebra. Just a baby. So far I've done my setup. Now it's time for the pencil eraser. What I do now is I erase between the lines that I've drawn and get rid of the dirt of the pastel pencil, because I want to draw in with a white pastel over this drawing, so I need to clean the drawing, if you like. If I was to go draw with pastel over a polluted drawing, then it would come together as gray. So I'm simply erasing the black out. What I can also see now is where the light hits the baby zebra. Now also draw out the mane that are standing right up and a little bit around the nostril. This is my white pastel pencil. It's a soft pastel, but in the shape of a pencil, so I can draw really detailed now. I simply draw in the white between the black, and you can also of course use the white for the eyes. All I need to do now is to follow the lines that I've already set in, and I also use it for the detail hair of the mane that are standing right up, and all the white between the dark stripes. I'm drawing in the skin as you like. Once you've done that, you can take a little bit of pink. It's a simple color pencil, and I use it to make the nose a little bit more fleshy. Just a little bit. You do not want the snout to be all pink. You can also use it a little bit for the inner eye. Then I take a dark blue color pencil. Dark blue is the color of the shadow of the black. You've already seen that under the neck I've not drawn in with white because there's a lot of shadow there going on. So this is all the blue I use. Then I take a black color pencil. With the black color pencil, I now start drawing in the stripes, the black stripes, and I also use it for the little detail in the hair. With the black color pencil, you can get even more detail as you could with the pastel. So the black color pencil, which is more greasy, is easily applied over the pastel pencil. The other way around, it will not work. Once you've drawn in with the color pencil, you cannot draw over it again with the pastel. Here you can see the little hair and also the little hairs around the eye. Here I'm placing in the detailed stripes underneath the neck. Also for the tip of the shoulder. Now my zebra is really starting to look like a zebra. What you can also do for the really whites in your drawing is to use a little bit of pastel, pure pastel. It's a bar and it's at its end, it's really tiny, but you can use it for the really whites where the sunlight hits your zebra. a little bit more detail in the eye. I want the eye to be big and round. Kind of shines. Okay, now for the background. What I want to do is to make the left side light, shiny and bright if you want, and then the right side will be darker. It's always nice to take a look at the background to make your drawing more lively. So I'm using a pastel bar again, and then you can always flatten that out and make it touch the paper really good with a little cotton. Once you've done that, you can take a little bit of green. Place this over the white pastel. By placing in a little bit of green, the pink snout really starts to pop out of the picture. What I've also noticed when studying the zebras is that they are not all black and white, but there's a little bit of brown also in there. So, to get it more lively, you can place a little bit of ochre between the blacks and the whites. Just here and there. Now it's time for the rest of the background. I've taken out my black setup pencil again, and I'm shading in a little bit of darkness. Then I simply rub that in. I want the right side to be a little bit more blurry. So all the attention goes to the head of the zebra and not too much to the background. When you think it's too much blurry or you want a little bit more detail, you can always take your white out again and put in some extra detail and make your drawing pop out if you want, just as much as you want. Well, for so far this is my study, and I hope you enjoyed watching it. Please let me know in the comments below, and maybe give it a like if you want. And I hope to see you again in one of my other drawings or other videos. See you again next time, and take care. Bye bye.